morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. I hope it finds you well out there. Our toll-free number, 800-951-0592. The website at allamericangold.com. We got gold rallying and rallying pretty heavy today as we wait for Friday, where Jay Powell is going to, well, we're going to see, right? Is Jay Powell gonna get fired because he's going to say, yeah, we're not cutting rates? Donald Trump attacking another member of the Federal Reserve. But you know what? It is Wednesday, and you know we like to keep you updated. Big news in TEXIT. I've got my good friend Mike Morris with us. He is going to be leading the meeting here in Phoenix. Listen, guys, I bring the best of the best when it comes to these meetings. You know, we had the dude, Steve Walsh, at the last meeting. Mike is going to be running this meeting. We are going to show you how to sell your TEXIT and turn it into cash. And, man, did you see it? Did you look? $255 this morning. Yeah, think about that. Just like that, all the coins you've already mined worth another 25% overnight. But don't worry, in about 4 weeks, yeah, it's going to go up again. What are you waiting for? Get into this. I need you to RSVP to this meeting just because I want to get the food right. So it's going to be another full house, but the good news is this time we're going to have more tables and chairs available. This is a meeting you don't want to miss. So please call the 800 number, RSVP, let us know. So and this is going to be a great meeting to bring some prospects to, because you know what? This is showing people, oh man, this is real. This is the real deal. Mike, thank you for coming from down from Colorado. And you guys have heard the story. I've told this story about, Mike had reached out kind of early on, towards the end of 2024, maybe December, January. Hey, I got this crypto thing. You may want to take a look at it. And we were like, yeah, sure, good luck with that. Right? And it wasn't until him and Jason ran into each other at a station event in April where Mike and him just had this conversation, and the more Mike explained it, the more Jason was like, oh man, we've been looking for something like this. And of course, Mike, the rest is history. We got on board in April, it was 46 to 55 cents. I think the first day, I actually looked the other day, I got my first coins on April 30th. But that was back when it took like 3 days. Oh yeah. To get onboarded. Now you get onboarded in a matter of minutes, right? But the interesting part that Mike had said was, hey, I got in, and I forget if it was 6 cents or 8 cents, but he had done several things that was really important. Number one, he was like, hey, Joe, everything, they have a schedule. They tell you ahead of time, this is what the price is going to be this month, the next month, the following month, and they've never missed. Now, granted, it was still only 40-something cents at the time, but, it started at 6, it's now 46, and hey, and I remember distinctly because it was the end of April, and the number for April was 55 cents. And I said to Mike, well, April's already over, because it was like April 23rd, April 24th when we first had our conversation, something like that. And Mike goes, oh no, it's not over yet. And I'm not even kidding you. The very next day after I talked to him, it was like 55, 56 cents. I was like, that's it. All right, I'm in. But the other thing that really sold us is he's like, oh, by the way, I've also sold, I think it was $18,000 worth of TEXIT. Now, at the time, Mike got in at a 3-pack. Said, I don't know about this. I don't know anything about crypto. All right, fine. I'll throw $3,000 at it, see what happens. And by April, he had already took $18,000 worth of his TEXIT coins and turned it back into money. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight because, Mike, it's not real until you've done that.
Right. Well, and, there's so much bad information, out online, and people come to me constantly. They're like, I read where you can't sell this stuff. I've read where there's no exchanges. And so I like to have these classes where we'll literally move some coins into the exchange and make the sell and get them back into an exchange that we can then pop it into our bank account at, So this is real stuff. People buy, trade, and sell this stuff every day.
Yeah, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The volume today has been enormous. Just on DEX trade alone, I think we're up to like 300,000 Bitmart. Usually Bitmart is a little more than that, so we're going to do close to 1 million maybe today. So that as this thing grows, that number keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I remember when Jason first told me about it, right? And we got in on this. A big volume day on DEX trade was maybe 40,000, right? Right. It was averaging about 20,000. Now it's like a bad day is still 50, 60, 70,000, but it's growing every single day. How many more of you have already made your money back after today's move? Huh? Hundreds of you. Probably thousands of TEXIT people have. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. Let's take a quick look at the markets. The Dow's down 50, the S&P's down 45, the Nasdaq's down 300. News out of MIT worrying about the AI bubble. We'll see if that's true or not. The 10-year note 4.29 again. Jay Powell on Friday. So going to be interesting to see what he has to say. But Donald Trump was out attacking another member of the Fed, saying she needs to resign immediately, a Biden nominee. She had a little, let's just say, favorable mortgages as she was climbing the ladder. So we'll see how that plays out. Gold is up $30 here today, 33.45. Silver's up 37 cents, 37.67. Again, $20 gold pieces, $33.95. $10 pieces at $1,700. I mean, that's barely above spot here at 800-951-0592. Remember, your gold and your silver, that's to preserve what you already made, right? TEXIT, right? This is something where we've already told you. You better have another income stream. You're sitting there saying, well, I got my Social Security and I got this IRA. No, that's not going to be, listen, now, if you got a $10 million IRA, $5 million, yeah, okay, then you probably can. If you got no IRA or you got, 100,000, 200,000, you're not going to make it. I'm just telling you, you're not going to make it. You better have another revenue stream. And obviously for TEXIT, you can have it be as little as, hey, you know what? I threw $995 at it, and I'm getting $20, $30, $50, $100 a day, and I'm going to get it every single day, year after year, and I'm going to be able to hand it down to my kids, my grandkids. Some of you are going to last to your great-grandkids. Others of you are going to be like, hey, you know what, I'm going for it here. Right? Like I am, right? Jason is, my buddy Mike here is, right? We're going for crypto rich, right? Worst case scenario, okay, well, geez, I'm only getting $300 or $400 a day for, every day for year after year. How horrible is that? And here's the great part. The minimum, it's $995. That gets you one seat on the rocket ship. That gets you 100 hash. The maximum, remember, they got a new maximum now. They got that 27 pack that gets you 3 pay centers, right? It's just under $27,000 to do it. But again, you're loaded up. You're just right out the chute. You're going to end up with 3,900 hash right out of the chute if you do it that way, because you're going to get 2 free hash for each one of your centers. So you get 9 plus 2, so that's 11 times 3. That's 33. But then you're going to get a bonus. You're going to get a 9.9 bonus. That's going to get you another 600 hash. You're already at 39 seats on the rocket ship. Can you imagine 39 seats just paying $45? Because that's what about TEXIT has been averaging since Mike's been around, about $450 a day per seat. $450 a day. So think about $9.95. I'm going to get $4.50 a day on average. Yeah, I'll take that. Right? On a 27 pack, you get 39 seats. That's $175.50 a day.
And that's just a start, right?
Right. That's if you do nothing.
Yeah, just sitting there doing nothing, getting on the ship and waving to your friends. Bring some of your friends onto the ship and watch that increase.
Yeah, we've had people that have started with 100 hash that now have 1,000 hash, right? Just by telling their friends about it, signing up their wife, their kids, their grandkids. That's the other cool thing about crypto, because it is kind of the wild, wild west. There is no age limit, right? We need a separate email address, but if you wanted to, hey, you know what? I want to buy a seat on the ship for each one of my grandkids. You can do it. And the cool part is, not only do they benefit, but you also get to benefit, right? Hey, I got 6 grandkids. It's crazy how much extra hash that would get somebody if they by just throwing out 1 seat apiece on the rocket ship. There's so many ways to do it, but the biggest thing is, Mike, we're building this mine, right?
We are.
That is how this thing started. Jason and I, we're right around miner 3,000, give or take, right? We're going to hit miner 17,000 this week, right before August is over. We're going to be somewhere around 20,000 miners. We've got huge shipping containers. They call them the B40s. We got multiple B40s getting ready to come online. This thing, it truly is. Bobby said in the call a week ago, things are going to start getting weird in a good way. And today's another great example of that. It's a 25% move overnight.
Something I love about crypto is how fast. I mean, it's not a waiting game with crypto. Overnight, things can double, triple, go up, go down a little bit, go back up. The mines come online. The people are coming in. It's an exciting ride. I mean, I'm miner number 336.
336 miner. Gosh, I am jealous.
I mean, I walked by this booth at a gun show, and the guy's like, "Ever heard of TEXIT coin?" And I was like, "Yeah, not interested." 2 days later, I was signed up, and I'm glad I did.
Some of the people in my downline are getting calls from out-of-state relatives asking them, "Have you seen this TEXIT thing?" And so that's a healthy indication that people outside of Texas and our Colorado, Arizona area, it's spreading all over the place, Mike.
Yeah, like wildfire. I mean, we've got people in our downline. I had one of our customers in South Dakota, right? They're trying to get meetings going there. Got another one in New Hampshire. He wants to get meetings going there. Idaho, they want to get meetings going. I mean, this thing, it's crazy where TEXIT is. I mean, there's somebody in every state, and people are shocked to learn, hey, you're not alone. Right, there's tons of people in every state. Look at what Wyoming did yesterday. Wyoming, the first day, hey, we're going to create our own stable coin. Right, this is a real thing.
Well, and Joe, let me add this, because I'm glad you brought up other parts of the country. They want to do meetings. This is silly the same as like any of these little multi-level marketing vitamin companies, Tupperware. Remember this 1960s, the Tupperware parties? But the thing you're selling here is a growing crypto asset that gives you money. This is a growing money asset. And you don't have to have shipments. You don't have to deal with overhead. You're not forced to sign people up. But if you want to get some Tupperware parties going, right, Mike, this thing can really do good for you.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you can get these get-togethers going. And it's funny that you talk about the Tupperware parties or, like the Mary Kay, because, Mary Kay had what? Mary Kay had the pink Cadillacs, and TEXIT Coin's about to have the wrapped Lambos, right?
Little different, right? Little different thing here. And it's one of those things where people immediately, and I get it because I'm the same way, right? We've all been trapped in one of these MLMs, and every month you got to buy more product, you got to push it on to your friends, and they sign up, they've got the same thing, right? That you never make anything out of. This isn't that. You sign up for $9.95, you don't have to do anything again, ever. You don't have to pay any more money. It doesn't matter what level you're in. Here's the other thing. You know what the worst case scenario is? Here's the worst case. Ready? You made your money back in 6 months. By the way, so far it's never taken that long. But they say, hey, listen, just in case, 6 months. That's the worst case scenario when you're talking about what is it going to be. Now, obviously, if this failed and no one uses it and it kind of dies on the vine, yep, you'd be out your entire investment. But the thing about it is, like Mike, hey, I'm not out my investment. He took $3,000, cashed in $18,000, and let me ask you this. So you couldn't get a 9-pack?
So I could, but I was skeptical. And I was like, I also said, how am I ever going to know enough people to make a 9-pack worth it? So I did the 3-pack. And now we have one of the largest teams in the entire TXC sphere, right? So,
but they opened that window in August, right, for everyone who didn't sign up for the 9-pack. You jumped on it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, give me 2 more pay centers. Twist my arm, right?
Right. Yeah. It's crazy to think about it, and it's something where the word that most of the listeners keep coming back to is, man, I'm having fun. It's fun. It's new. It's scary, right? For a lot of us, hey, I barely can send a text message, right? We are not too old to learn new tricks. This is why we have these meetings. Hey, do I know how to sell TEXIT Coin right now? And by the way, just full disclosure, I've got $167,000 of TEXIT Coin. I do. Can I sell any of it today? Well, right now at 8:30 Arizona time, nope. But guess what? By 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to know how to do it. I'm going to be able to do it. And this is the thing. We will run these classes and we'll have these trainings. You guys have no idea. The 800 number, we get 10, 15 calls a day for people. Hey, I need some help. Like, I don't get, you know what? I forgot how to get on my dashboard, or I got these coins in the mail. What do I do? This is the greatest thing about this project, outside of the fact that all of the things, it only is mined in the state of Texas. It's the only crypto in the entire world that's only mined within the United States borders. It's going to be the largest independently held mine in the world. It's not run. Bitcoin, there's 3 companies that essentially do all. Put it this way. Let me give you a great example. Today, there was an article on my news feed about, oh my gosh, some non-huge Bitcoin miner won a block. He got 3 something Bitcoin. He got $363,000. And they were like, oh, that's like winning the lottery because, and they listed the 3 companies. These 3 companies, they all have the mega mine. They control it. They can say decentralized all they want, but the reality is most of these cryptos, very few people can actually get something by mining it and any real value in mining it. That's what makes this thing different. We not only it's only miners. Nobody has more than anybody else. They didn't give. Hey, I'm Bobby Gray. I'm going to give myself 1,000 free mines all for me. No, everyone had to buy in like everybody else. Right now, there's almost 17,000 individual people that get coins every single day until this mine is full. And Mike, that mine's going to be full. They're talking like February.
Yeah, I know the goal is February of next year. Personally, I hope it takes a little bit longer so I can keep signing people up, because that's something to keep in mind. Once the mine's full, there is no more signing up.
And like I said, the other best part about this is you've got someone to call when you have questions. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour will be back after the break. 800-951-0592. Crude oil and gold higher today. Apparently, we're sending battleships to Venezuela. Yep, we're going to... I don't know.
There it is, Joe. How many times have I been saying it? Joe's...
Stop the drugs, I guess.
No,
okay.
It's an unbanked, out-of-the-system country that can no longer exist.
Yes.
They are successfully rebuilding their country after being exiled out of the world system. All that inflation, all the starvation.
Come on, Jason.
It's all behind them now.
It's just about drugs, dude. It's just drugs. That's what it is. It's not that, right? We love Venezuela and Maduro.
Donald Trump dearly wants to be the president to get rid of Maduro, because Bush couldn't get it done, and Obama couldn't get it done, and Trump couldn't get it done on the first term, and Biden couldn't get it done, even though every one of those presidents have been sanctioning and trying to economically destroy that nation. And Maduro just got done building 5 million homes for people as of a couple of months ago. So, battleships to Venezuela. Here we go again.
Yep, here we go, guys. 800-951-0592. Gold again. $33.45, $20 gold pieces, $33.95. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a whopping $50 over. $10 pieces, $1,700. 2/10. That's only 2/10, $5 more than a 20. I'll tell you what. You buy 10 10s. I'll take $10 a coin off. How's that? Does that help motivate some people? 800-951-0592. But we got Mike Morris here, the guy that brought TEXIT to Jason and I, and now we brought it all to you. We have a big meeting here in Phoenix tonight at the Deer Valley Air Park Barrio Brewing, 7th Avenue in Deer Valley. 702 West Deer Valley Road. There's a light right there. You just pull right into the airport. There's this old building. It looks like it was built in the 60s. Yeah, that's it. But a beautiful brewing company inside of it's just straight ahead from the light. Starts at 5:30. We'll be there probably right around 10 after 5. So if you want to come early with questions, please do. Mike brought up a great point during the break. Number one, I need you to RSVP. So I want everyone to be able to eat. But number two, bring your coins. If you have issues, bring it with you. If you have a device, if you're not using your smartphone, you're using a tablet or something else, bring it, because it's a lot easier for Mike to be able to help you. Instead of talking theoretically, show me what you got. That way we can get you taken care of. And like I said, I want to make this clear. From 5:30 to 6, we're going to eat. We'll answer questions while you guys are eating, obviously. But the meeting's going to start right at 6. And the first thing we're going to shut down all questions. No one put your hand up. Mike is going to show us all how to take the wallet, transfer coins that are on the wallet to Dextrade, and sell them on the exchange and turn it into USDC. This is going to happen. Once that is over, listen, and again, you can follow along the best you can. Once that is over, then we'll kind of do some Q&A, and we can go back, and we'll get through as much of the questions as we can. But I want to at least get to, everybody needs to see that this is the real deal.
Sounds like a great plan, Joe. And, once people see this in action, a lot of lights go on, right? They're just like, oh, that's how we do it. That's so simple. And it's going to sound like a foreign language at first, and then once people do it one or two times, it's like they've been doing it their whole lives. It becomes very easy to do.
Yeah, that's the thing, repetition, right? And the hardest part, from what I'm told, is setting it up the first time. Right, and then after that, like everything else, right, the computers, the exchanges, they remember, right? It's already there. It's actually, the hardest thing is setting it up that first time, and then after that, it's pretty easy.
Right, as long as you get it set up correctly the first time. And, what I always recommend is and I do it, I log in, I check that my logins work almost on a daily basis, right? Because say there was a giant spike overnight. Instead of going to $2.54, let's say we went to $50. And I know people are like, well, how would that happen? It's already happened. Yeah. When we went on Bitmart, we jumped from $1.15 to $59 for a brief second.
But
if you were ready to move your coins, if you had set up your account, you could have capitalized on that.
And this is the other thing. We're going to show you how to do limit sales, right? In other words, hey, I see the buy price and the sell price. Well, gosh, I want to be closer to the buy price. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to sell, 100 TEXIT coin, and you set the price you want it sold at. Like right now, you can set a buy price or a sell price at $3 if you want. And when it gets to $3, it will fill it. We'll show you how to buy TEXIT coin on the exchange. We're also going to do right at the meeting. I got a customer buying gold from me, and he is going to take TXE from his wallet, put it into my wife's wallet. We are going to sell gold for TEXIT. We're going to start doing that as a company for Patriot as well. One of the things that Jason and I talked about was, hey, we think you guys, this thing, we think it's the real deal. It is the rocket ship. This is why we said, hey, if you want to trade some gold and silver to get in, guys, do it. Why am I saying that? I sell gold and silver. I just pitched you 10s and 20s 2 seconds ago. You know why? Because I think you're going to hit such a big home run. Not only are you going to buy back the gold and silver you used to get into TEXIT, you're going to buy a lot more than that, because that's how good it's going to do. And you want to preserve. Hey, when we do good, we want to preserve. Gold and silver preserves when you're doing good.
It's all about your risk. It's all about your risk tolerance, right, Joe?
Yeah.
How much do you want to leave in the asset and continue to ride it, right? Not knowing for sure what the future is, and then how much do you want to put into savings and keep it safe? If you can pull out your 9-pack in gold and call Joe and calls at the 800 number, let's do it. We'll get it done, right, Joe? And I think there's going to be a lot of people at this point and later this year that are going to be doing that. If you got more of a risk tolerance, you just want to ride this thing, this is your asset. This is your account. This is how we'll tell you what we're doing, but it's up to you guys, right, Joe?
Yep, we have some texters texting in 877-536-1360 if you want to text in. I had a great texter. This was a great question. I'll answer that on the other side. Stay with us. 800-951-0592. Again, $20 gold pieces, $33.95. Gold hanging here at $33.45. $10 liberties at $1,700. Tell you what, you buy 10 or more, I'll take them down to $16.90, so that'll be even cheaper than a $20 gold piece at 800-951-0592. If you haven't signed up for TEXIT, what are you waiting for? You know what? If you still aren't convinced, take a flyer for $9.95 if you're not convinced. Do you know how many people have signed up for one packs that have called back and said, "Oh, can I get a 9?"
Yep.
Right? Yes, you can. Can I get more hash? I get it now. I didn't understand it. I didn't believe it, but it's real. A texter texted in. I added a 3-pack to my 6-pack almost 2 weeks ago. Will it automatically show up in my dashboard, or do I need to scan again? So, let's talk about this. So, he got to a 9-pack. He didn't have a 9-pack. Once you buy 9 shares, $8,955, they will give you 3 pay centers. Right? Shares 1 through 8, you get 1. Once you hit 9, they'll give you 3. Now, there's only hash in one of those. The other 2 are empty, as you guys know. You can always buy them on, hence the 27-pack. You're saying, give me 3 pay centers and turn them on full blast from day one. Go ahead, bud.
There is one important question to ask, though. If he started with a 5+1, where they were having that, then he would actually need to add 4 to get to that 9-pack. Yep. So we just need to make sure that we clarify that, because free hash, or like bonuses where you get the 9+2 or the 5+1, those additionals don't count towards that 9-pack.
The easy way to look at it is you must spend $9,000 to get 9-pack.
Yeah,
that's the easy way to think of it.
Right. Your free seats, though. So if you let's just say remember the original promotion, which we don't have anymore. Buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 6, get 2 free. The free hash doesn't count, right, on your seats. But let's just say that he bought 6, and now he's added 3, so now he gets 9. So the first thing that's going to happen is, obviously, he bought 3 more seats. His hash is going to go up in his main center immediately. Right after that, his 2 new pay centers, they're empty, are going to be placed directly below you. That's a huge difference. You don't go to the bottom. Right? So think about when Mike, he was minus 300 and something. When Bobby made that deal, he bought to the 9. Now he had 2 centers all the way up, almost 17,000 miners before, right? That's a cool thing. That's a great thing. The thing that you have to remember now, you're going to get additional coins in the mail. So if you only signed up for a 1 to 8 pack, you got one coin in the mail, and actually you got a few more, but 1 coin that had your stuff on it, they'll mail you the other coins. You do need to, if you want to look at your other pay centers on your dashboard, you do need to provide separate email addresses to the help desk. Say, hey, use this email for that one. Use this email for this one, or you wait for the coins and you can scan them in. And if you go on your dashboard and you go under placement on your main account, you can see your other 2 pay centers that way, so you'll know that they're there. But that was a great question.
I'll go to Mike on this.
What,
he was going to you, Mike.
Was there another question? So, I guess I thought we answered that one.
Yes, I think we nailed it. We've nailed it. And I know for some people listening, they're like, what are these guys talking about? Well, I don't get it. I don't understand. Come to the meeting tonight. Believe me, you will understand. Essentially, what this is an opportunity to buy mining shares in a crypto company. No, and everyone's heard, oh yeah, I was mining Bitcoin from my house and all. And of course, you can't do that.
Not anymore.
You can't make money mining it because the power's so expensive and it's so hard because all the hedge funds, the bankers, right? They control the mine. They put up these massive mines in Asia and Norway. Apparently, it's got cheap power, right? And they get all the rewards. This, like I said, the maximum you can even possibly do is $26,865. That's it. Can't do any more than that. The minimum, $995. What does that get you? That gets you hash power in the mine. It's going to, when the mine is built out, it will be a 100 million mega hash mine. What does that mean? That means it's huge. How huge? It'll be the largest independently owned mine in the world. That's right. This is stuff that hedge funds do to mine Bitcoin. Right? They go out and build these mines just to mine Bitcoin and make sure you don't get any. And all that you can do is buy and sell the coin on the exchange. You don't get to get paid every day for 135 years. No way are they going to let you do that. When you see these hedge funds, that sailor guy, well, why is he doing all this stuff? Because he knows, I want to get paid every day for 135 years. Thank you very much. And by the way, the dollar's dead, and you better know how to operate in a digital world. And that's the other great part. That's like an added bonus. Anybody that joins up with us, we're all going to learn how to operate in this new digital world. Patriot Radio News Hour, final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. That is our toll-free number to buy gold and silver, to get involved in TEXIT. Mike Morris is going to be hanging out here for a little while before he has to do some other things, and then he'll be at the meeting tonight. So some of you may want to, hey, you want to talk to someone who knows a whole lot more than me? He's here at the Patriot office. He'll be happy to answer your questions. Again, 800-951-0592. And again, the coolest part of this project, number one, it doesn't allow for somebody to dominate the mine, right? Because that's how they all work, honestly. And I get, no, these are decentralized, and kinda, not really, because the vast majority of all the coins go to 2 or 3 big companies, banks and hedge funds, and It's so rare in the Bitcoin world. They wrote a whole article about how some guy got lucky and hit one block that gave out a little over 3 Bitcoin, which was great. But that's how rare it is, right? Because it all goes to the big guys. There are no big guys. There's no big guys allowed. We're going to be the largest independently owned mine in the world. I love that it can only be mined in the United States and predominantly only mined in Texas. Why is that important? Because I was wondering about that. I'm like, what does it matter? Right? Bobby, open it up. Let it be mined wherever. Right? We can put mines in Texas, Arizona, Colorado. I mean, we can put them everywhere. 65% of all volume when it comes to crypto is done in Asia. It is, and specifically like 3 countries. And here's what's funny, because remember, Bobby lived there for over 7 years. There's 2 states he says everybody in Asia knows: California and Texas. And when they say Texas, they put their fingers up like they're guns and do the bang bang thing, right? They love cowboys, they love Texas, they love it. That is a big part of the strategy. Bobby's already talking about, listen, $16 by February, Everyone thinks that was the end. Mike, that was the beginning.
That's the launch pad.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? And the path from 16 to 100 and 100 to 1,000, listen, a lot of this is going to be from overseas, because this is something that will have great appeal to the people over there. And I think, and I've been saying this, Bobby hinted at it again on the call again last night. He goes, listen, I can't tell you right now, but it's already done. The plan from 16 to 100 is already there. The plan from 100 to 1,000, it's already there, Mike. And he's not ready yet to share it with everybody, but he's pretty confident that he's holding the trump card.
Oh, yeah. And when Bobby says he's holding that card, you better believe him, because the man has a track record of getting things done.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you guys decide that it's worth taking a flyer, taking a shot at it. There is risk. Here's the great part. We're going to do it together. You have support. Yet we have a help desk, right? We have videos. We have training classes. What a great opportunity it is for all of us. And hey, let's face it, since I started getting coins, it's gone from 55 cents to $2.55, and that's only been since May. By the way, they say 16 by February. We'll be back after this.